Let's get rid of that BRB, and let's go exploring some tower. So we're a third of the way done with the first level. Apparently you can find 3 enchant scrolls in here. And that's kind of neat? I don't know. I want to explore around. I'll have to take a look at a lot of stuff. We'll see. I'm still in, so I played Opus Magnum directly before this. And so I'm still in the, like, super thinking about things mode. And it's actually going to mess with my brain. Let's play something a little bit easier. So, deep well. I see only darkness in this well. I wonder how deep it is. Shall we check? Throw stone. One of your champions picks up a heavy stone and throws it down into the well. No sound comes for a long time. Must be very deep indeed. Then as your champion turns to leave, they're startled by a very loud noise. After a few seconds, a distant flash announces the arrival of the enemies. Oh. Okay. These guys don't like littering, apparently. Okay, well, let's start this. Where are they attacking from? All angles. That's the one grump I have with this game. There might be natural choke points, but they are few and far between. Okay, so I'm actually going to set these two to stand in one spot. Move back here. Drop a tree in, probably. And let's just spit arrows, because I'm sure she's within... Man, there's not even an animation for that at this point. Okay, we do have the wall, but no, I should probably just focus fire on him. So the other one is Earth Blessing, which I could use. I mean, it should affect just the entire party, yeah? Now, I think I missed, but that's okay. Well, this is fine. I mean, we're kicking ass. Just having a third-party member is going to make such a massive difference for this game, and like clearing content and whatnot. Wait, what? Oh, he might actually be able to. He might actually be able to hit or heal, multiple enemies, like more than just party members. No, more than just himself. Sorry, brain. I'm still thinking about puzzles. It's a problem. Also, I'm just gonna turn everybody on to move and attack. I'm not taking this as seriously as I could. But I don't need to. Looks like the treant has gone down for whatever reason. I wonder if it's got like a limited duration. Can I get in there? Yeah! I love that charge move. Oh, Jesus. This is actually one of the longest fights in the game. Okay, let's screw it. This isn't working. I'm just gonna get my entire party down here. Was that my treant? Oh, he used taunts. I made a mistake here. Okay, these two need to hold position back here. Because this way I can just kind of have them artillery from places. Guess let's get another treant along the way. Not too wounded. Nothing's a problem. Yeah, I might actually consider getting some AoEs at this point. Maybe. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I need them. I love the fact that I can heal the treant along the way, too. And yeah, I'll have to put some points into Earth Blessing. Okay, so we get a prismatic wand and some base resources to work with. Good going, Kay. Perhaps next time you see a bottomless pit and a magical upside-down tower full of angry walking skeletons, you'll think twice before chucking rock into it. Bah! If it weren't for a healthy bit of curiosity, we'd still both be hunting rabbits back in the hills and glades we roamed as children. Besides, if they are to come, let them come and face me man to man. I prefer direct confrontation to constantly watching the shadows behind my back. A fine sentiment if we knew the numbers and nature of the dangers we face. Since we don't, that kind of prideful thinking is likely to get us killed. Okay, right. I forgot. I'm always just in control of Kay more than anybody else. Let's see. So, Wanderbot, what do you do for a living? This. Okay, so we get a wand. Is that green or yellow? It might actually be straight up better than the, I can't tell if it's the same classification. It's not worth it, but... Interesting question. Old book. During your exploration of the tower, your champions will find special books, days of old volumes. They will reveal the history of the land and explain much about what actually transpired in the past, why your land is so devastated, and what your true objective might be. You can replay them in the library.
This land was once a beautiful place. All 5 races lived in relative peace and harmony. Trade flourished and technological advancements were made. Humans were the most populous and occupied the central lands. Dwarves lived in the highlands of the west and built underground cities filled with precious stones. Elves were caretakers of vast living forests in the east. To the north, mighty frostlings ruled icy plains and frozen seas. To the south, mystical shadow people wandered great deserts. The world was in balance. There was no magic as we know it today. No mysterious powers over air or fire. No magic-fueled artifacts able to grind mountains to dust. There were godlike beings, rulers of 4 elements, but their power came from immortality and wisdom, not from mystical force. Instead, there was progress, technological advancements that gave races control over the world. Steam machines, electricity, amber stones which could harness the energy of the sun, medicine, metallurgy, and flying machines. People's ambitions raised ever higher. To reach the stars one day. Then, one day, strange globes of dark blue light began to appear in random places. People did not know what to make of them, but they soon learned that if touched, they were absorbed by the body, giving the person mystical powers. They could heal wounds, call rain to fertilize crops, or lift heavy objects. Most people assumed this power came from the earth itself as a reward for them being worthy or caring about the land so much. Only some doubted that and wondered where the power really came from and what would be the real price to pay for it.
Your party stands motionless for a time. Lost in wild surmise, you sit transfixed on your crystal throne above. Tears of sadness streak the faces of you and your companions alike. In the vision you saw that the land, as it had been in the old days, a place of beauty and wonder, filled with joy and wisdom. Much has been lost, yet the cause of devastation remains unclear. It's one thing to know what has gone before, quite another to actually be there. You recover slowly from this experience. You must find more volumes of this work. You must understand what has happened, and your role in what is to come. Do you think it ever truly was like that? It's hard to imagine. Looking at Artara today, I have no reason to doubt the vision. But an entire world without magic, it just doesn't seem plausible. Oh, on the contrary, it is more than plausible. It is a certainty, and Artara was a thriving, rich society before the magic arrived. You seem so confident in your assertion, noble elf, almost as if your people have evidence of the fact. Yes, we do have several ancient texts describing that which we consider trustworthy. And it just ends. Alright, fair enough. The music is just poof. Yeah, I really like this world. I like the lore behind this game. If this were just a totally boring dungeon, I think I would care less. But because it's actually like this well thought out dungeon system, it feels good. And the music just is gone. Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, I can get up on the walls. I can't tell my guy to do that, so I'll have to walk there normally. Seems similar to Ebron from Dungeons & Dragons. I'm gonna reread my Ebron, Oh, there's some dudes up there. I need to reread my Ebron campaign setting stuff. So forges located in the tower allow you to upgrade an item of your choice to a higher tier. Magic items will be upgraded ancient and ancient to relic. Upgrading to relic will also add an enchant slot. Forges are single use only. Well, do I actually have anything that I particularly care to upgrade? I could upgrade my armor. Let's go with this. I know I could save these for later, but this is fine. But yeah, when I was starting this series, somebody had called me out for not finishing my Spellforce 3 series. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that I wasn't very interesting in the world. It hit similar strokes, but I didn't feel like I was exploring much in the game. I was just kind of wandering around a big open battlefield, waiting for the actual battle. What are these foul green-skinned creatures? And where do they come from? I thought Philetas and we three were the only living people in this tower. Clearly not. These humanoids are not native to our lands. They must originate from far across the great waters. There's no logical explanation how they arrived here. Perhaps these greenskins are responsible for the Risen. At the very least, they must be allies, else they'd wiped each other out long ago. Do you always jump to such hasty assumptions? I sense these creatures have an affinity with magic, but none that I recognize. More time is required to ascertain what connections lie between the two, if such a connection does indeed exist. And as such, let us go murder them. Hello! Yalak yalak wavala doma katu. I'm sorry, friend, but we do not understand what you are saying. Kulyesh alagat ausan. Kulesh not novnak. Ajak avora buvlat mukav deprav. This is pointless. He doesn't understand what you're saying either. Use your hands, Cain. Cain grasps the blade of his sword, raising the weapon to his face, tipped to the floor. He drops his head slightly, presenting himself in a somewhat vulnerable and non-aggressive manner. Nulkat kulfichik lak nuknak nyavlak u taimavo mat. Well, we fighting orcs now. Greenskin orcs are attacking your party without any provocation. Their red eyes are full of hatred. They don't like us. Okay, so to answer my, the question from before about what do you do for a living, Wanderbot, this honestly is my job. I'm a professional YouTuber streamer, and I have been for, past couple of years, honestly. And probably will remain as such for a while. I don't know. It's just been my job. It's a great job. I love it. A lot of work, though. I mean, I put in, like, how many hours a day? I've been streaming for almost 6 now, and chances are I'm going to go for, like, 10 today. Give or take. So, to anybody that ever gets jealous of the glamorous YouTuber lifestyle, chances are it's not nearly as glamorous as you think it is. Would, I guess, be the easy words to work with. I know somebody, every once in a while somebody will get, like, really mad at me for not, you know, not having a real job or whatever. But I can assure you, this is about as real of job as you can possibly get. It's just a very fun job. I should probably move these guys forward. I guess I should probably... Ever need another healing turret? No, but let's get a totem in here. Should probably heal. I actually have no idea what death does in this game. I'm kind of curious into as to like finding out what. But we'll get there someday. You know, I should probably actually use this. Keep running him around. I'm gonna work on the cooldown reduction on that dash. The more I can use, the better. Okay. Life is good. They rushed at us this time. No words spoken. So much for any chance at peaceful relations. Oh, that's interesting. Supposedly, I guess I was supposed to fight the other group of orcs, the other direction first, because these guys, the dialogue broke there. That's funny. So much for any chance at peaceful relations. We cannot fault ourselves. These creatures are full of deep-seated rage, not blind loathing of the risen, but of focused anger. They fight with an almost desperation in their manner. Even if we had found a way to speak with them, it's unlikely the outcome would have been any different. I see you. I only felt the others, but I actually see you. Oh, how wonderful it is to see another human being after all this time. You can speak. How can this be? You don't know what it's been like lying here in the darkness. Thoughts of escape remained my only companion for so very long. Until the voices came and told me there was no leaving this place. Something below in this tower is pulling us, keeping us, all of us here. Nothing now but the incessant song whispers in the dark and a cold, numb feeling. I don't think he hears us, pitiful thing. There's no place to be trapped. This is no place to be trapped in for eternity. The emerald magic sings again, calling, commanding, but we cannot go. The ancient spirit, Devron, whispers to us, tells us to stay, to ignore the emerald song. Can you hear his voice? He has whispered to us for many, many years, and yet we are restless still. Will you help me? I beg of you, destroy the magic that makes this song. Destroy it so that I may follow Devron's whispers and finally know peace. Please. After his final plea, the skeleton falls motionless, staring into the darkness above through hollow, lifeless sockets. These risen must have been animated by an ancient and powerful work of magic, the likes of which I have no knowledge of, and I am well learned in the necromantic arts. Such a vile act is disturbing the peace of the departed. We must take it upon ourselves to destroy its source at once, and the greenskins that brought it. Maybe this Devron can help. Let's just find his statue and be done with it. The skeleton knows more than he's letting on. And we need to crack him while we still have the chance. Let the dead be. It's unwise and unnatural to parley with such creatures. Besides, for us to linger, so he is aware of our presence yet can't communicate, is to prolong his torment. Torment? How can a pile of animated bones suffer? If there's one thing that growing up in the human fringe settlements taught me, is that you never let an opportunity go to waste, okay? You know, the more information we have of this place, the more likely we are to complete my lord's task. Many times I've had to be persuasive to gather information, but always with the living. I don't know what proper etiquette dictates for the risen. Spurred by Kane's indecision, Maeve and Eric argue the matter heatedly, each set on defending their position without compromise. Watching them bicker, you feel their emotions and sense their thoughts before they speak. You feel as though with subtlest of thoughts, you could sway both of them to your will. So, interrogate the skeleton, let them be, or let the party decide. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this one. This is the alignment screen that we saw on the character sheet at the very least. Let's see. Do we interrogate the skeleton? I mean, I like the idea of interrogating it. Yeah, let's let the party decide and see what happens. So, Maeve -1, Eric +1. The power and influence you have over your champions is not to be taken lightly. You let the argument run its course. After some minutes, Kane gets between the two, flips a coin, Eric wins the toss. If your backbone softens at the dealings with this risen, great spirits help us for what's to come. Maeve turns and storms off. Okay, so I can take a look at this alignment. There we go. So I know about this. I understand this. Okay, so she is attack speed. Eric is mana regen. And we don't know about the other characters. So, could go for any of them. I don't know which are most important. What does armor exactly do? Is it a flat reduction? Does it even say? Armor, there we go. It doesn't say the exact effects of armor. Oh. Minimum damage is 1, so it might actually just be flat reduction. Huh. Don't know. We also have an alien totem. Okay, let's see. So let's go see about this alien totem. It's pulsing with the alien light. Table. Strange items on the table belong to the greenskins. Can't understand their purpose. I'm gonna cliff note some things because there's a lot to take in this game. And a lot to interact with. Have I sacrificed anything to the Death God statue yet? No, I haven't. I've been putting it off a little bit because I wanted to see if there was another living creature that I could sacrifice. Like one of the orc creatures. Journal. Rune Tower, day 34th of Syndra's Medea, 124 AS. As the village scribe, I start this journal to write down our history. What a joy! This place is all that Sleeth had promised, and more. So much food, all locked in containers sealed with magic, meat, fruit, and even cakes with cream, as if fresh from the dairy. The children are so happy here. They run around exploring every corner of the tower, and run back excited with wide eyes, telling us of what wonders they find. I remember the time when Sleeth came to our village to defend us from the shadows. The gentle slopes of Rance Tor had served as pastures for our herds, for generations, all lost in the great eruption. Along with the toxic fumes came the shadows. We were certain to die. Our only reprieve was due to the evil glee they took in killing their victims slowly. I do not wish to write more than that. It is better now to look at the future. Sleeth appeared, as if from nowhere, and rode into battle against them, wielding furious white magic, and destroyed them all. Our savior, as we call him now, led us to this place, promising a sanctuary from the dying world above. And here we are, safe, warm, and with full bellies. Sleeth is urging us not to be complacent and to explore this level and find a way to the deeper floors. We will heed his request, and we'll find a way down. We owe him that much, and more. We owe him our lives. These people got duped and died. They're the ones that, starved to death, that we've been reading about this entire time, I believe. Can I get back here? Nope, gotta go this way. Hello! Oh, that's even more. A group of orcs are standing guard here. When they see your party, they shout fierce battle cry and charge. Okay. They're gonna come from behind. I'm gonna try and force them to come at me from a distance. Okay. Because these guys aren't within range. Let's see if I can pull them closer. Go after this one. Because, yeah, if they have to come after me, that works better. These guys are starting to hit a little bit harder, though. Well, a lot of it is because I'm not leveraging my my ranged units particularly well. Oops. Let's see. Do this. Not E. W. There we go. We're gonna focus on the ranged guys if possible. Do we have another? Nope. Okay, and I don't know what that aura is around the party. Kane. Okay, so those are just the modifiers. See, I should probably do that, heal up, because I've taken some damage, and actually go for this one. Okay, let's just do arrow spray again. I guess I can just put the healing totem right in there. It looks like I have no real mana troubles, comparatively. So I can just kind of freely do what I want. Okay, oop. Hold on, I am dying hard. I've got a second or two before I get my next heal. The fact that those home in is kind of brutal. Okay, and let's do arrow spam again. Get the treant up. Yeah, these orcs are doing terrible things to me. Let's see. I got a bit left on the totem. Unfortunately, I think the totem just dies really quick. Which is not making this easier. I'm just gonna run away a bunch. We'll just kite them. Yeah, these guys are tough. No, don't do that. Okay, he's got his healing spell almost off cooldown. Run for a bit, dude. Oh, he's totally out of mana. Well, that doesn't make this easier. Okay. Yeah, I guess I was wasteful with my moves. Oh, he's so close to death. And I can't dodge it. Okay, so he's just down. This is a problem. I might have to redo this battle. We'll see. Okay. I was taking this kind of flippantly. We got it. That hurt. And we did get some leg plates. Okay, let's see. So back to him. Which is better? Selected equipped. Doesn't really help one way or another. Probably dismantle some of these things. The other thing I could do is I should probably make a good shield at some point. The Fireblade of Poison's pretty good. I'll hold on to that, and we'll get rid of these pants. So, in this case, actually, do I have a warp point nearby? Doesn't look like it. Remember when you said the combat should be more involved? Well, there it is. Yeah, that was a bit rougher. The poison and just the numbers. We need our fourth party member, for starters, and obviously my tactics aren't great. Okay, so we did find another teleporter, exactly as I wanted. In this fountain there's no water, just a strange coagulated substance that emits a faint green glow. One of your champions reaches down and touches it, but recoils. His skin burnt by the acidic jelly. Eee. Okay. So, let's pause. Let's actually return to the city. I don't want Wander to be able to voice act in a game, especially if it has partial voice acting. And when he plays it, he badly voice acts his voice acted character to see what people say. Even I only voice act one character and try and like pretend that that's that that's the right thing. I wonder what the difference is between axes and swords and whatnot. Well, one way or another, not important right now. Armory. Okay, we need more and we need another character. Let's train Kane up? Kane up. I mean, he almost died. I might spend too much on him, but he is my tank. I do need him to tank. I guess Chance is still better. Just a bit. Okay, so character. This time around, do we just put it into life? Also increases mana regen in combat. Okay, skill tree. Let's go back to this. So I think I'm going to have him focus on the heal over time effect on himself instead, now that we've got this guy who can party heal. Okay, and I still have 3 skill points. So taunt the wall, or just increase the damage. Oh, but that increases the mana cost by a 10. And it's more important that he has speed right now. So slow aura, or does not block wall of line of sight. Thing is, mana cost minus. Cooldown minus. But short wall not blocking line of sight. Maybe I should just do that anyway. It makes it much cheaper as just an impediment that I can chuck around. So weakens enemies, reducing their damage, or reflects back. I should probably go for weakness. And there we go. Okay, so back to the tower. And then I should remember to save more often. So no, like the character you actually voice acted, the line's not voice acted, you voice. Oh, so you want me to be an official voice actor for a partially voice acted game. And so when it comes time for my character to talk, I make you bad impression. Okay, yeah, if that ever happens, I will do so. Ancient scrolls are scattered across the tower. You can reduce the effect of the scroll by reading its description. If you decide to use it, select a champion, click Activate. If you don't want to, click Drop. Once dropped, preservation magic on the scroll is lost and burns to ash. Scrolls contain powerful incantations, able to increase various statistics of a champion. However, they can also contain a sacrificial effect, decreasing your statistics for the greater good. Mana has always existed in a weaker form on Artara, but only with the coming of the mysterious mana nodes did magic become accessible to any but a few individuals from each race. The mystery of mana has eluded all analysis. Truly, it is an irresistible blessing and an inescapable curse. Wield it, yet beware it wields you. I'm gonna throw it on Heal Man, maybe. Mana up by 16. Okay, so next time I see an ancient scroll, I'm saving and will scum it. We've also got some enchant scrolls. Enchantments are powerful effects that can be imbued onto the item of your choice. There are 40 enchantment types, some with various power. While extremely expensive, they often can change your combat tactics. Various item types, such as weapons or different armor types, can have their own unique enchantments. So life drain. To enchant an item, go to the enchanting icon on the character screen, or to the blacksmith enchanting tab at the bottom. Only relic items are potent enough to be enchanted, and we get Life Leech. And we also get Life Steal. Ancient book. Your champions find a book that apparently describes clever ways of cultivating the land. You take the book to give to the farmers of the city. Despite the weak soil and weaker sunlight, perhaps they will benefit from this ancient wisdom. It's kind of a shame that, like, none of this matters. Black Book. The Dark Tome has an uncanny air of menace about it. Inside, you see pictures of shadows of various types and shapes and sizes, with detailed notes alongside. You do not understand this language, yet a creeping dread comes across you. Perhaps your champions can come back later, when you have the courage to study it. Basics of magic. Okay, so we can rank up the mage tower now. Oh, right. I should probably be wary of them for a second. Let's take a look at enchantments. Is it inventory? Ah, enchanter item forge. To use return to the city. Well, thanks. All right. Let's see about enchanting. So, blacksmith. Enchant. It costs 3. So we have life drain. We have life drain. I thought we had 2 enchantments. I guess I was wrong. So 6% of damage dealt is recovered as health. That is actually quite helpful, but I want a purple weapon before I even get to that point anyway. But I got another enchantment type. Oh well. Okay, back to the tower it is.